my least favorite part about the holidays has to be the gift shopping. It can get a little stressful.
I guess there was a judge, I believe, in Georgia who decided that he wanted to ban the elf on the shelf.
They make the 25th a big deal,
Yeah.
which is so odd to me because the 24th for us when we go all out. That's
Right.
that's the night we're gonna eat.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Nobody you know. That's right. Welcome to the Nobody You Know podcast. They might not be famous, but they certainly have a lot to say. Join Ash, SB, Emmy, and Gus as they discuss everything from celebrity gossip, trends, pop culture, hit movies and TV shows, social media, and even some juicy personal life experiences and opinions. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Okay, so what is our favorite holiday? Traditions, yes. I forgot how to speak.
The holidays are my favorite time of year. I love Christmas music. I'm playing that from November 1st to December 31st. I love Christmas music. It's the best time of year. Truly it is. And I think my least favorite part about the holidays has to be the gift shopping. It can get a little stressful.
It does.
Trying
It
to
is.
find the
Yeah.
perfect gift for the perfect person. Sometimes what you're looking for is not in stock, or it's gonna get here after
gonna
Christmas.
get
Like it's like it's a whole ordeal.
No, it's very stressful.
Especially if you like shopping last minute.
And if you have like a mindset, like I want this thing for this someone, and then they don't have it, and then you have to like find something else last minute.
Change
That's
your
the
whole
worst.
plan.
That's the
Exactly.
worst.
It doesn't work.
Or if
No.
your mom travels at a different shopping pace than you do,
Right.
and you're just like,
Right.
I'm in a hurry. I'm like, going, and she's like, this is cute.
Right,
I want to try
right.
this on. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
5
We
hours
gotta go.
later.
Stopping at every
Yeah.
store. Yes. Yes.
Definitely. But what about like Thanksgiving? Do you guys like, how do you start your holiday spirit on Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving, or how, you know, like because some people like to put their Christmas and everything right
Right.
after Halloween. Like
Right.
Halloween, November 1st, they already,
Yeah.
Yeah, we immediately start like Halloween. Bam, we're ready.
Yeah, for
Then
sure.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, that's how it is in our
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
We start
Uh-huh.
early.
Because again, like it's only 2 months in the whole year, so you have to live, you have to live it up. So I think we start right away in our
Definitely.
household. Like,
That-
We're the opposite. My mom, especially, like,
yes.
they don't hang up. Sometimes they don't hang up Christmas lights till the day of Christmas,
No.
or like get the tree
That's
until
like-
the day after.
Until-
But that's only been the last like couple years since my grandparents passed away. We used to have like a tradition where my grandpa and I would always go and get the Christmas tree when I was like a younger kid. But it seems like when they passed away, like if I don't go over to my mom's house and hang up the lights, like
She
doesn't
wouldn't.
happen.
They
Like and
wouldn't.
last year they didn't even put up a tree until like the day before.
I remember that, yeah.
So I want to like change the tradition for myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like we've been better about it. I feel like we've been
Yeah.
trying to put the things earlier. I think last year we did it on Thanksgiving,
yeah.
if I'm correct, and we did a
Yeah.
very nice Christmas picture.
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, they
yes.
did. A family.
A whole
Super cute.
family Christmas photo. Super cute. Super cute. And I'm expecting one this year too. so-
Yeah,
It'll
guys,
be-
I'm expecting
it'll be
one in
happening.
the mail.
What is the worst things, like, what do you think, one of the worst experience you ever had in Christmas or like holidays, you know, or Thanksgiving? I don't know, for me it's kind of crazy because Thanksgiving, for me as a Colombian, I'm like, Thanksgiving, like what are these people doing,
Mhm.
you know? But I understand that it's a tradition, you know. I love the traditions, but sometimes it's not in my brain, you know. Like in November for me it's a regular month
Yes.
regardless of what. So, you know, just being here, I'm like, oh, Thanksgiving, sure.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Before, have
Just
no
like
idea.
regular
Oh yeah,
month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to think. None of them have ever been like horrible. I do think like again to bring up the same grandpa, like he passed away really close to Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and that was hard because it was hard to feel like happy about the holiday when he wasn't there, and it just felt so different. So
It's
I think,
definitely
yeah.
different when you have your loved ones not there anymore for the holidays, because especially when your family members are so into it, when they make the holiday traditions and they
Yeah.
have the holiday
Everything
spirit, and
about
so not having them there, their energy is definitely missed.
Changes the energy,
Their
the
presence
vibes.
is missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't know, Gus. What do you think? Because I know like your family's all in Colombia, so
Right.
I mean, I don't know. For me, what is my favorite thing? I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to think. Well, for example, my aunt she's one of those people who definitely after Halloween, like, she will have everything ready. Her Christmas tree, the full decorations. She will, if it was for her, she will start playing like the Christmas music, right?
yeah, right
Yeah.
there and then.
Like she loves it. But at the same time, in Colombia, like for us, it's so much of a party.
Yeah.
Like the Christmas music is not like, for example, here that you will hear all the jazz, like Sinatra and things like that. There you will hear like a salsa song about Christmas, but it's like so party that you don't know. But at the same time, like here it makes sense when you see the weather and like the
Yeah.
snow and all of these things. But there is like hot.
It's hot all year.
Yeah.
So like you're gonna have to be on sweats,
Yeah.
like
So you don't
Yeah.
have like those fake snow Christmas trees.
no, that
Or
doesn't
anything like
that
that.
doesn't happen.
And this Christmas songs are probably not like, oh, the weather outside is
frightful.
No.
and like it's snowing so much. Build a snowman, whatever,
Not at all. Yeah, no, they're. I mean, the drum boy definitely.
my
He's
least,
iconic.
my least favorite Christmas song of all time. Or do you hear what I hear?
Yeah, no, that
No.
one, no. No, I agree with you. No.
Those two, and I'm good.
I actually used to like the drummer boy.
I just love them all. It's hard for me to not like a Christmas song. I love them all. That also reminds me of another thing. Latinos love to celebrate Christmas. I mean, we celebrate Christmas the 24th.
The
I've
24th.
noticed that
Yes.
here in America, they make the 25th a big deal,
Yeah.
which is so odd to me
It
because
is super odd.
the 24th for us when we go all out. That's
Right.
that's the night we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
That's the night we're gonna dance all night.
Right.
The birth of Christ and all the above. But here in the States, it's
It's
like
the
the
opposite,
25th,
yeah.
which to me
Wake
we
up
don't.
in
we
the
don't
morning, Christmas morning.
open your Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
then.
matching
Pajamas,
pajamas with your
like-
family. Like, yeah, no, we don't have that.
No, that to me is so odd. The 25th, we don't do anything. We're recovering from the 24th. Like, that's what the 25th is about for us. So it's
Yes.
so funny
That's
to me, that tradition, that 24th and 25th, how different that can be.
So you guys didn't do like the cookies and the note for Santa? And,
I
like,
mean, we did, but the 24th.
The 24th.
That's
Yeah.
The 24th was that same night we opened Christmas gifts, too.
So, but I mean, on the 23rd, then would you put it out for the night? So
No,
that
no.
you
just
get
on
the gifts on the
24th.
24th.
Everything is the
Oh,
24th.
everything's the
Okay.
24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Including Santa arriving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you open it on the 25th.
Okay.
The 12:01.
Right.
That's
Right.
25th of
Exactly.
December.
Exactly.
But you celebrate the 24th.
I mean, we used to have this tradition with my godmother and then also my grandparents, which is called 12th night, which I don't know if that many people celebrate it anymore. I think it kind of used to be more of an old-fashioned thing.
What is that?
But it's on the 7th of January, so that's, what is that?
After the how's
After
it called?
King's
So-
Day.
The-
After
yes.
Three
I think
Kings.
it's the 7th of January.
It's,
But
it's the 6th.
'cause the
Yeah,
sixth
the
of
6th,
January
because
is
it's
Three
12
Kings.
days after Christmas, I believe.
Okay.
And so it's the wise men. It's
Right.
the
The
day
wise- yes,
celebrating
yes,
the wise men.
yes.
And so, like, my godmother, who lived to be like 98, she was awesome. She would always have, every year, she had a 12th night party. And we would all come over, and she made this amazing cake, which she would bake in a coin, a thimble, and a wedding ring. And if you got.
Representing the three.
Yeah.
The three
Yeah,
kings.
and if you got one of those things, so if you got the coin, it was you're gonna be rich. If you got the
Right.
ring, you're gonna find love. The
That's
thimble
cool.
meant you have
That's
success
so
in
That's
work.
a beautiful
That's
tradition.
so
Yeah, and then the
nice.
other fun thing was like you would sit around the fireplace, which she actually had a real fire, and you would take your Christmas tree, which was a live Christmas tree, not a fake one, and you would cut off the branches, and then you would go around in a circle and throw a branch into the fire and make a wish, and you could either make the wish for the year coming up.
Yeah, right.
Like you could either say it out loud or just keep it a secret.
Oh, that's
That's
beautiful.
very nice.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I would
Very
love to
nice.
bring that tradition
Yeah.
back.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful tradition.
That's a very good
That's
one.
beautiful tradition. That doesn't remind me. The 6th of January, we also celebrate.
Yeah.
Latinos also celebrate the Three Kings
Three
Day.
things.
Yes.
And
But it kind of depends of which part of, like
Latin
which
America.
country you are.
True.
Yeah.
Because for
True.
example, for us, we didn't celebrate it, but I know, for example, for Spain people, like they
Mhm.
really do celebrate. I think that's when they actually give the gifts.
they give the
Yeah.
gifts.
They are.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah,
It
it's-
depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Cool.
interesting. Something that we do, I don't know if you guys do it here in the States, and is the novena. I don't know how to say novena in English, but like 9 days before Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
like every single night you go to somebody's house to not talk about, like, like there is a book and everything. I don't even know how to say it in English because I never hear it, I never seen it.
Uh-huh.
But it's like the full journey of Mary and Joseph
And Joseph.
Mhm.
to the birth.
Oh, okay.
So like the
like-
nativity story, kind of. Or
Yes, I
like,
think it's the
I don't
nativity
know what
story.
it's called. But
Yes, so like literally people will have the nativity, and then you will see Joseph and Mary how they make the path. So
Uh-huh.
you will
Wow.
hear every single story of what happened that day and the
Oh.
day. and
Leading
this
up.
is leading up to, and then you pray and you
Oh,
have the little songs and everything.
Oh,
It's-
that's
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
beautiful.
That's
people
beautiful.
it's pretty nice because it brings the family together,
Together.
and after that, of course, they have like food that represents the Christmas. So they will have, for example, in my city there's this thing called buñuelos.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like a cheese thing inside with I don't know how to say masa. But it's some tradition thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Sounds
very
really good.
fun, and having like I forgot the name. I'm forgetting all the things. How's it called? The thing that I love.
Is it
The
sweet
milk,
or-
condensed milk.
Oh,
Condensed milk.
Oh yeah,
Milk
he pokes the
condensed
hole in the can
milk.
and just drinks it out of it.
Yes, because that's how we used to love to do it when we were kids. Like literally, we
Uh-huh.
make it because it's so simple. You just put milk,
Mm-hmm.
sugar, and you
Right.
freeze it.
Right.
That's all you need to do.
I love it.
So-
You're doing that in Colombia, and when I was a kid, I was pouring maple syrup and snow. We all have our different versions of candy.
Yes, we do.
I never had condensed milk until I met you. Isn't that crazy?
That's
That's
That is
wild.
crazy.
I never.
That's
I
wild.
feel like it is kind of like a Latin thing.
It
Yeah.
is.
Totally,
It
yeah.
It
is.
is.
It is for sure. For sure.
And didn't you say your grandma like used to have a full on like real nativity
Oh.
set like in her window or something
Yes.
for the whole?
So the house where she used to live is this small town, like 2 hours from my city, and the house is pretty big because are these houses that are so old that people used to have big houses, at least where they are from, and there is two different, how do you call patios? How do you say patio? Like a backyard.
backyard.
yeah.
Backyard.
Right?
Patios, yeah.
But the backyard is also inside the house.
Oh wow.
Oh, like an outdoor
Outdoor
Outdoor,
backyard.
indoor.
Yeah,
Outdoor,
but it was like
indoor.
it has like a
Indoor,
cover on
indoor.
top.
It has the cover on the top, but
On
it's
the
still
cover of the
inside the
top.
house.
Okay. It's-
Super
yeah,
cool.
So she will actually use that
Right.
to make her nativity. So it was like
so cool.
mountains and
Oh
things
wow.
and like
She went all out.
all
The whole
out.
scene.
Did she ever dress you up
Full
and
thing.
make you like be?
I don't know. I'm sure she did. I'm pretty sure she did because she loved it. Like she was a very devoted person. She
Yeah.
loved it. I think that was one of her favorite things to do for sure. But it was giant and like the pieces, like they were this
Wow,
big.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's very nice.
So-
That's so awesome.
She loved that.
And
Definitely.
I think that's the beauty of the holidays is just how it brings the family together and how much people really get into it. Like they transform their whole house and make it Bethlehem and just like
Yeah.
it's the whole thing. It's so beautiful and I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing like the holidays.
Yeah.
And it's only this time of year.
True. You know what was so funny? Before I didn't know they say Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Yeah.
Belen.
Belen.
Right, from Bethlehem to Belen.
It
It's
sounds
so
freaking
different.
different.
Yeah.
So I remember one time when we went to church and everything, and everybody was saying Bethlehem, Bethlehem, and I'm like,
Like you're like, what is this bed in this ham put together?
I'm like, what they're talking about? Like, I don't understand shit.
You're like this whole hymn about
And then later on, when they sung the song, I was like,
Belén, bro.
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
But that's what
How
happens
funny.
Well,
when
so
you don't speak English.
I know in Colombia, you guys obviously use fake Christmas trees.
Uh-huh.
What about in Miami? Like,
We have
real Christmas
We
trees.
have our
Like,
real ones.
so how do
It's-
you get those? Like, they
so
have Christmas tree
that you go,
farms
like,
in Miami.
kind of like outside of the supermarket,
Yeah.
they'll be like in a line.
In a lot-
and you
in
just
a
like
parking
pick
lot.
in a parking lot.
Well,
Like-
that's how it is here too. But
Yeah.
you can also go to a Christmas tree farm and cut
you
it down.
can,
but
you can't do that.
No,
there,
no,
Yeah,
we don't
there's
have
no
a
way in
Christmas
hell
tree
that would
farm.
happen.
No,
No,
so
I think
your
they
only
They'll just
option
ship
is
them.
just the supermarket.
Yeah,
outside.
I think I don't know what
must ship 'em from
state they
somewhere.
come from, but they
Yeah.
come from somewhere. I
Okay.
think maybe North Carolina, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's honestly like our Christmas picking was like
Mhm.
go to a parking lot and pick the one that you like. That
the
was it.
prettiest one you
Yeah.
find.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I used to always like to buy the like sad, pathetic ones. I think I like felt like I wanted to be like Charlie Brown, like find the
You
tree
wanted
that no
to
one
be Charlie
wants.
Brown.
You know, like the one with 3 branches.
No,
and
we
it's,
were
like,
the
so
opposite. We're
sad.
like the tallest one,
And
the fluffiest one.
Yeah,
we
the
were
Douglas
all,
fir.
Oh yeah, we were all out.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I only the Christmas tree cutting thing was here when I came here for the first time. I did not know that you can go to
Like
A
oh,
a
park.
a
and
park
the-
or like a national park and like do that.
I don't think a national park.
no, not the
But, like,
national park.
It's a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
do
I
that.
actually have a friend who like it sounds like something out of a movie, like a holiday movie. She like fell in love with this guy, and his
That is
dad owns a
hilarious.
Christmas tree farm.
Of course he does.
So like
That's
she
a
just
Hallmark
like her
movie.
husband is just like a Christmas tree farm owner. Like
That's a Hallmark
That is
movie.
definitely one of my favorite things about Christmas. Watching the cheesiest
cute.
Christmas movies. The cheesiest.
Oh.
I love,
Out of all
the one
people.
there in the store, and then she's
Yeah.
walking by, and then she drops the cereal or whatever, and he picks it up, and they look at each other.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I love
What
that
are you
shit.
doing this Christmas holiday?
Why? I don't know, but I love that.
I mean, Love Actually is the best.
I love
my
those
opinion,
movies.
for holiday, and I love Home Alone. I mean, the
Of
first
Oh,
course.
one.
Home Alone.
You can't go
Home
wrong.
first and second.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
hands
Beautiful.
down, hands down.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
I
cannot go
love
wrong with
Home Alone.
this. All right, do you guys want to move on to the story? You have a story to tell us.
Oh yeah, so we thought on this podcast it would be fun to do a weird news story of the week, and I thought it was perfect for this holiday session that we're having. I guess there was a judge, I believe, in Georgia, who decided that he wanted to ban the Elf on the Shelf. So if you're not familiar, the Elf on the Shelf, it's like this Santa-looking doll with a pointy hat and the long legs.
Green.
So anyways, the reason for him wanting to banish the small toy elf
He's
on
a
the shelf.
Grinch.
He's a Grinch. No, it was because he felt like it was be traumatizing the children. Like, because I guess the whole idea of the elf on the shelf was that the elf on the shelf is watching you as a child, and he's going to tell Santa all the very
All
bad
the
things you
you're
did
doing, so
during
you
the
don't get
year so that you
presents.
might not get your presents. And so I thought that was hilarious because he was essentially worried that this was going to traumatize children.
Was he or
Yeah.
he wasn't? Or he just didn't want to. How do you say? He wanted to cut the business of somebody else.
Right?
Yeah, that's how I would feel. But he said, he tweeted that his order was a gift, quote, this is in quotes, a gift to tired parents who have to explain to their kids, like, why this elf on the shelf is not actually going to tell Santa on you.
Oh.
I thought that was so, I mean, like, I love it that this is what people are worried about, and shouldn't it be like, I don't know, violent video games or something?
Right.
Like, isn't that more traumatizing?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is the funny, weird, strange news story of the
That
week.
is
strange.
very strange.
Very odd. Very,
I think he just wanted to kill the guy who had the business. He's probably
I
making
feel
too
like
much
it.
money.
I don't know. It's very bizarre, but
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
It is
I
crazy.
know.
I mean, I don't know. It just makes me think. I don't know why I'm thinking of. I don't know if you guys. I remember when we were watching Shark Tank, and there was one of those stories about holidays. You know, like the guy who was
Yeah.
selling the elf. I don't know what it was.
Mhm.
I don't know what is making me think of that.
Oh,
But random.
it is random.
Random.
Just random facts. All right. We have also a random fact of the day.
Speaking of random, we do have a random fact of the day. today's random fact is National Cappuccino Day. So to all our coffee lovers out there, get yourself a hot cup of Joe with your choice of milk, whether that be whole milk, cashew milk, oat milk,
Oatmeal,
oat, almond,
coconut.
But here's my question: is it still considered cappuccino if it's made with other milk? I mean, I'm not a coffee snob. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And also, I feel like I think cappuccinos like originated in Italy, right? I think that's what they're known for in Italy. I could be wrong. I might piss some people
Look it
off.
up.
But because I remember when we went with our ballet company a couple years ago to tour to Italy, everyone was just getting like 5 cappuccinos a day because that's what they're known for
Right.
there. And I don't normally drink coffee, but that cappuccino was like
Gas.
thebomb.com. And so it was super cheap too. and,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
really, really good.
Right.
I
And
mean,
so,
I bet
yeah.
their espresso is very different too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
probably tastes very, very
Yeah.
different than what we're used to here in the States. So.
And like it's like all foam and then like the espresso and that's it.
Exactly.
Very
That
good.
I mean,
sounds good.
I don't know that
Well-
much. But at the same time, I just went to Colombia and I learned so much about coffee.
Yeah.
So much.
Yes.
Which is crazy to think about all these things because also, being part of the country, but at the same time, not knowing so much about the things you sport. Because, for example, everybody thinks that because you're Colombian or something, you're going to know what the best coffee is like or what the best thing. But actually, in Colombia, they sell us the worst coffee. So, so instead of getting like the good quality, the good ones that have like the best ratings and all of this, like basically the leftovers is what they sell to Colombian people, the ones that people don't want.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That seems wrong.
It is pretty crazy. And one of the things the guy was saying is like you never put milk in coffee.
That's the first thing
that
we
would
do
A big
here.
no-no.
That would make me
Like-
disappointed.
Like coffee is supposed to be drink like how, and it has a perfect time, a perfect measurement, a perfect everything. It's pretty intense. But at the same time, it was so mind-blowing to see how all these things work. I mean, I remember that I was texting you and I told you like this coffee tastes like passion fruit.
Yeah, I was like, that
That's
sounds
crazy.
crazy.
That's so
It was so many flavors that we taste that I
Yeah.
was like, how this is possible? Like how nobody's actually talking about this? They just talk about caffeine and how you just jacked up, and it's like no,
Right.
it's kind of like drinking wine. It's about the experience. It's about the social aspect of it. It's not just like okay, I'm gonna get caffeine. Let's go.
Well, and I wonder too how much caffeine like the good kind really has in it because I feel like even a lot of Europeans that I know like they drink like espresso before they go to bed.
I would we drink coffee at 10 in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's not
there has to be
about-
something different about what it's
Definitely.
being made with, and
Yeah.
and you were even saying you were listening to something where they were talking about coffee being that it shouldn't be acidic, and then you were like, actually, it can be.
Yes, that was the other thing. Yeah, somebody was saying, I think it was in a TV show, like, oh, this coffee is bad because it's acid. And that is wrong because the guys who produce it could have make it wanted to be acid. And that doesn't mean that it's a bad quality coffee.
But maybe it has to be a good acid. Like I think the thing that's happening in the States is a lot of the coffee tastes so bad that it needs the milk,
the
or
milk, right.
the acid
I
makes
feel
it
like
taste
it
like
just tastes
turpentine.
burnt. It feels it tastes burnt when I have coffee from the States. It just tastes different than when I go to my parents' country. It tastes richer when I have for example, Dominican coffee. It just tastes
So much
rich.
richer.
It tastes
Not
different.
burnt.
It doesn't taste
Yeah.
burnt.
Dark.
It's just different.
Yeah.
So it's interesting
Yeah,
how
it's-
coffee around the world tastes, looks, and the process is different.
Yeah, you have to know how to do it. That's the
Right.
first thing.
Right.
This is so funny. I'm suddenly remembering this like memory from childhood, which I totally forgot until now, of how I used to like when we go to the grocery store because I was short, I was a little kid. I could always reach into the bulk bins, and like I was obsessed with stealing like one or two like little coffee beans
coffee
because I
beans.
loved the way they smelled.
Yeah.
Like so I would,
Yeah.
and I especially like like if it was like a vanilla bean
Yeah.
or whatever, and I would take it home and I would just like sniff it. I was so weird.
That
No,
is
I would do
funny.
that too. That's
Yeah.
funny. I would do that too. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, no. I guess it's like a little sister
Sister
thing.
Well, another random fact: the coffee bean, when you actually just take it from the tree or whatever it's called, it's actually sweet.
Oh, wow, go figure.
It's pretty sweet. Like it actually tastes pretty dang good when you just take it from the tree, like the little
Yeah.
I would have never thought
Crazy.
that.
Yeah,
I would have
so-
never thought that.
little random thing.
I love that, for sure.
All right. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have something else to say or?
I don't think so. I
No?
don't think so.
I think we did pretty good.
So we
think
think we're
so.
good.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think we're
So
interesting.
hopefully you guys like that. And don't forget to find us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, any of these platforms. We also are on Instagram, TikTok, so we're going to leave the links below.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
please share, comment,
Yeah,
anything
give us
you
our
want.
first
Yeah, rate us.
5-star
Feedback, yes,
rating.
we
if
need
that's
feedback.
a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rate us.
Comment.
Let
Give
us
us
know.
ideas
Yeah,
too
give us
of what
ideas.
you would like to hear our opinions about.
All right, so please don't forget to like us and subscribe down there, comment, and see you in the next podcast of your 4 favorite nobodies. Nobody, you know.
Nobody you know.
Nobody you know, baby.
Thanks for listening, guys and gals. This was Nobody You Know. Literally. Remember to hit like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Have a question for the guys or a topic you'd love them to discuss? Get in touch. You can find us on all socials at @NobodyYouKnow_podcast. See you next time.